And we are back. Now let's take a look around here. See who we need. What is this?
I shall do it.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going to have to walk around here and talk to some people before we actually just go out and look for werewolves. But I do want to find out where he said there's something waiting for you somewhere or another. Or he put a box out for me.
As you say.
And shield. You know, I could just grab these things and turn around and sell them right back, but it's just like I don't want to waste the frickin' time. Elf arrow, we'll take that. The short bow, no. I'm not sure where he said the stuff was waiting for me at. Hunter, elf child, elf woman.
Hello. I'm not afraid of you. I'm a great Dalish warrior.
Whatever.
Anathara, Grey Warden.
Can I just talk to you?
I'm Darren, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you. It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me. None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems. It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me.
Oh God,
My wife Delilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Delilah is dead, he will not let me see her. Her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf. And that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Delilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Well, as long as I'm going in the forest.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Okay. To Elf Town.
I'm Darren, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two? What an odd thing to say. I mean about the outside world, of course. I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
Well, not in this game.
No, I could never leave the clan. My duties here are important to my people, and to me. No doubt, I would not even find my way. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought. It would be worthwhile to see them with my own eyes. But I do not think I can leave the clan. Perhaps I'm too much of a coward. That is a kind offer, but my work is here. One day, the Keeper will be no more, and I must be ready to lead our clan forward. I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us?
What did they did to you?
And yet, even if some regret, they do nothing. A poet once wrote of them before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own. I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from. My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years. It was. The long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more. The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since. It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however. I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood. No, Zathrian told me that time would take away their prejudices, and it did. They became used to me. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future. They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless. It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed our Lathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever. Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank our Lathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock. They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say. In time, and with seclusion, we Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us. Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people, she who was your maker's chosen. We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her, or her god. The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though our Latham fought, they lost. One wonders why we weren't more prepared when the humans conquered our second homeland. We will be more cautious if we ever have a third. It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction. Aren't you? You're human, and to many of them, you represent the humiliations our people have suffered for generations. You may not have been personally responsible, but such feelings are not easily overruled by logic or fairness. Oh? That is easy to say when you are not a homeless wanderer of a broken people. It is all we can do to cling onto our past now. Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable. That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile. Certainly. A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other. Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them. He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific. I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age. As you wish. Darth Shiro.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Something on your mind?
No, you stepped in front of the damn box. Poof.
It has begun.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Ah.
Please do not lie to me. I find it most unbecoming.
I guess my skills aren't so good in that. I'm sure I won't get brownie points for that one. Now, who's this knucklehead? Have I talked to him before?
Hello? I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter. I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand. I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina. She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Have you tried wooing her? Okay, I gotta go for that one.
Wooing? I don't understand.
Have you bedded her? No.
I've serenaded her, and we've talked many times under the moon. But that doesn't matter if I'm still an apprentice. Not to her.
I suppose it'd be...
No! We've never done anything like that. Never. Of course I am. Why would you think otherwise? Such as? I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed. Really? I'm willing to try anything. Cyranas, oh ma Cyranas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
I never thought I'd ever set foot in a Dalish camp.
Hunter, elf child, hunter, elf woman, Cyril. He's got a name.
So you are the Grey Warden who was supposed to save us? I never thought I would hear of an outsider who would ever do anything for us.
Yeah, well, I got nothing better to do, it looks like.
We few wanderers greet you, Shemlin. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
Yes, but they weren't us. Yeah.
Then you are very brave to adventure into such a place, even knowing the danger that awaits. Your courage impresses us greatly.
Yeah, whatever. I got a sack.
Nothing will help us now. Least of all the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunter's help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Yeah, okay, but just don't sing.
Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes?
Well, good, because you're the only
Then
child.
come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
You started a war with us and lost. Okay. Something you think was in. I really couldn't say. I'll play dumb.
Could not say, or will not. What do you say, child? Can you tell us what happened to the Dales?
The Shemlin wouldn't let us be.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us. A great crusade. Told by whom? A history that has been dictated by the victors, no doubt. Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
And we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenon, and never again shall we submit.
And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
You give me much choice. It sounded more like a sermon.
Perhaps another time. You are the guest here, and one who may yet prove of great help to our ailing hunters. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brazilian forest. Do you wish to hear it? Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both. So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves. So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself. The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see. Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here in slavery? Even the barbarians who came to overthrow the Imperium fought and died on this soil. No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is. It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you? One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I
Oh god,
you,
now we're gonna...
I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Great, now we're gonna have to go into a maze. I see where this is headed. Alright.
So you are the Grey Warden who was supposed to save us? I never thought I would hear of an outsider who would ever do anything for us.
Anathara, Grey Warden.
Elf woman. Ah. Let's talk to this bitch here, get her mind right.
Andaran Atishan, outsider. You spoke to him? What did he say?
He said he's lucky he would bed you soon.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I? But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
Oh, please.
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt.
There you go.
Masiranas.
Thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen. Kamen, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy.
Fairy
Us and our
tales.
children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit? No? 'Tis just me?
Here, take this.
I'll keep you
It's
from
been in my
vomiting.
family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Alright, you gave me what? Is it an amulet? Is it an iron ring? What the hell did I get? Alright, not gonna worry about it. It was the elf arrows. I give up. Maybe some plot part. Oh, the book acquired from Callum relates a tale of cherished form. Right, where can I read this book? In the journal. Right, where's the completed quests? Alright, whatever. They're happy. That's it. I got something. I'm not sure what the hell it was, but I got something. To the chest here. Tier 4 helmet, and I don't need it. Anything over that direction, or that heads out of camp. That goes into the forest. The old Pylo Sax.
It shall be done.
Scout's bow, tier 2. Rapid aim. Nope. We taking that. Love letter.
It is begun.
I think I've already been in here. Have I been in there? Yeah, there was a crappy shield, and then what was in this one here? Short bow. Yeah, I don't need that. Alright, let's go down there. Can we get down there? Go around here? No, I'm gonna go around this. Look at that thing.
Who comes? Oh,
I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
What's a holla? Let's find out who you are.
My name is Alora. I am the master herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
What is a
They
holla?
are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
Okay, so they just take you wherever the hell they feel like going. Okay.
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others. I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Pretend? Survival? I guess.
And? What do you think? I am glad you attempted it regardless. No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
I could kill her quickly if you wish. I'm sorry, I tried my best. Then there's nothing more I can do.
I know. It was kind of you to try. No. That would not be right. When the time comes, then I will do it myself. It is my duty, as both master herder and as her friend. She shall take her last breath knowing she was always safest in my care.
Okay. Well, farewell, noble beast.
I shall do it.
I think I've seen just about all there is to see in this town. Is there anything else on the map? Varathorn? We talked to Varathorn, or whatever a Varathorn is. Already talked to him.
What do you wish? I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, We Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest, Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come. I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across Ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you. That would please me, so long as our hunters come first. I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Alright, let's have one more look before we go jumping into the forest here. Maybe we can sell some stuff out of here that we don't need. Gives me this book. What am I supposed to do with this damn book? Is this not a plot piece? Evidently not. Let's take a look and see what he's got there. Tier 4. Tier 7. Tier 5. I'm not going to worry too much about the bows and arrows. Now, why am I wearing light gloves? How did I stick myself with that? Alright, that's something for another day. I mean, or immediate thing. How the hell did I wind up with this crappy gloves? Did I, like, sell off my good gloves by accident or something? Alright, let's go to inventory here. I know I had better gloves than this. I must have screwed myself somewhere. Alright, I gotta buy gloves from him, I guess. Come on.
What do you wish?
Open the store.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Okay. Go back to your gloves here. Let's see what you got there. Here's 6. How did I wind up with these crappy-ass Tier 1 gloves? Going up to Tier 6, I guess. Sell these things. Get rid of them. How did I wind up with... Anything else do me in there? How long was I wandering around with Tier 1 gloves? Waistband. Alright, let's take a look here. Alright, let's talk to him quick.
What do you wish?
Sell that off.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Alright. Goodbye to the tier 1 gloves. And I'm gonna hang on. I can't equip anybody with that one right now. Alright, we're done here. Alright, let's head on over. And we will begin this quest. Alright. Stop here. Save. Okay, and we will see you in the next part. This should be interesting.